Land grant colleges. In 1862, they had the Land Grant College Act, which was to further agriculture in the United States. Senator Morrell had an idea to make better Jersey tomatoes and better Idaho potatoes by allotting acreage to each state to invest in a college that would make our agriculture more efficient in the United States. And that was under Lincoln's presidency, but it was Senator Morrell's idea. And then 15 years after that, they had the Hatch Act, which added technology to the same research capable colleges. So now you had Texas A&M, agriculture and mechanical. Now, like 15 years after that, they used the same platform again in 1914 under the Smith-Lever Act. They added the term extension, which would take all the research developed at the land grant colleges and share the research with the general public. And the way that benefits our communities directly, the extension, is that you could go to your county-based land grant college program, and instead of, if you have a tree disease, your oak tree in your front lawn has a disease, you could either call a landscaper, have them cut it down and pay a pretty penny, or you could have a arborist try to identify the disease and try to treat the tree, and you can pay them a pretty penny for to pay for the arborist's or knowledge that is expansive versus a landscaper that just is taught how to cut a lawn. Then you have the land grant college programs such as Master Gardener. There's also Master Naturalist, or there's Penn State Master Watershed Steward, which is about water quality and flooding issues. So the oak tree, you could call a landscaper, pay $5,000, take it down. You could, that's probably wrong, but you could call an arborist and pay a pretty penny to treat the tree to try to get rid of the disease. Or you could call, or you could email or call your local land grant college extension office and or search for Master Gardener and just ask him a volunteer under the land grant college extension programs are citizen scientist volunteer programs where you get a nonprofit education from the land grant college and you raise your hand and say that I want to volunteer to fix problems in my community, remediate the problems, and they'll develop a program around around your county, around your county's problems. And in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, Penn State being Pennsylvania's land-grant college, one of the programs is Penn State Master Watershed Steward stormwater quality and flooding issues. And they'll teach you scores of demeanors of science, such as like geology, teaching you about the bedrock, and into karst topography is interesting. Sinkholes, limestone, that's underneath of 9 counties in Pennsylvania along the Appalachian Trail. Limestone, if they create retention basins and it rains and the rain is slightly acidic, those retention basins create sinkholes. We didn't know that that was a thing. Now we look to correct the problem, remediate the land by diverting stormwater, preventing sinkholes. So it's sharing knowledge to help steward the environment and prevent sinkholes. A business doesn't want their building to fall into the ground. Neither does a private landowner. No one does. So we use the research out of the land-grant colleges to help better our communities, and the program is also to share the research with the general public, and that's what I'm doing.